I've always wanted to do one of these videos. I was just trying to figure out the way to do it the right way. So I think I've kind of made like a basic idea of how to do it. So what I think I'm going to do is, well, first of all, I'm showing off my knife collection. I've always wanted to do it because I found interesting why, just looking at other people's knives and why they have the knives they do. Probably not going to have time to do that because I have a few knives, not that big, but I'm just going to go through it to keep it like short and sweet, but not to cut through it too fast. Let's see. So the first one I have right there is it's a little dirty. A lot of them are. It's from southern France, next to the Pyrenees. It's a folding knife. It's got a nice half stop. I think it's from the Pyrenees, next to the mountains, right next to Spain and France. And I'm really into like the knives around in that area, southern France, and anywhere in that area in general. I think it's just a pretty design. I think it's got a Bellier horn. I'm not exactly what I'm trying to remember what that is. Sheep's horn, or has the handle. It's got a beautiful slicey blade. But yeah, it's one of my folders. I've only got a few of them. That one's probably gonna stay for a while. This one's Opinel number 8, as everyone has. It's stainless steel. It's one of the old ones. It's from the 98, when France won the World Cup in 98, so it's an old one. It doesn't lock the other way, or it doesn't close it. When you close it, it doesn't close both ways. It doesn't lock when it's closed. That's what I'm saying. I have a Dijo. He's pretty big right now. It's made in, I think he makes these in Paris. It's really thin, really light blade. It's really for cutting like cheeses and foods. This is for my father-in-law. My wife's family is from France. It's got my wife's name and I engraved right there. It's got some type of yin and yang thing there on the blade. Yeah, it's a cool little light charcuterie blade or something for lightness. You can't really use it for anything heavy, but it just disappears in the pocket. I just love it in general because it's from my father-in-law. And this is like a modern take on the Laguiole, or Layol, as they say. It's by Claude Dozorme, and he did like a liner lock on the Laguioles. And yeah, I just think it's really cool. It's got like a really like minimalist side on the other side, and then it's got kind of like a classier side. And yeah, this is like a regional knife. It's from southern France also. It's from Camargue. It's yeah, I think that's a symbol of the region right there. The anchor, the heart, and the cross. And there's some little bit of file work on the back, and file work on the spine too, or on the back spacer. And there's the trident for like the bull guardians, so they are like herding the bulls and everything. It's called Le Camargues. I just have a couple other folders. This one's I got this in a deal with a guy on a knife page on Facebook. I think I really like it. It's by SOG. It's like D2, Cryo D2. I think it's really cool. It feels really good in the hand. Yeah, cool knife. I have a matching set of these with my wife. It's the Sparco Delica. It's got just Efferon scales, just really nice and light. Just bring that to work and just forget about it. And next are my, what are they called? Leathermans. I got a few of them. I think this is the free P2. This is the most expensive one I own. It's really nice. Really like it a lot. Just been using it at work, prying things. We work with like a lot of metal cages and metal racks and trays, so I always gotta pry something open. It's got a really old Leatherman case that my dad had for a long time ago. And then I think this is the Leatherman kick. I bought it like as an inspiration from my dad's old Leatherman. I used to like really want my dad's Leatherman. That's exactly what I was looking for. And so yeah, there's a lot of emotional meaning behind that one for me. And this one was like my first Leatherman. I got it in a gift from my cousin. And yeah, it's a Leatherman Sidekick. It's the older one from the early 2010s. I'd say probably my favorite one is the P2 or the free P2. Yeah, it's just so cool. And the next are like knives I'd probably be trying to get rid of. I like them, but they're just not really have a place in my collection. This one's the Dark Timber Honey Badger. I'm not sure which round. I think he did a few of them. That's by Peter Kohler at Dark Timber Knives. It's a really nice knife. But yeah, it's a beautiful knife. It's got a great, you can hold it in many ways. I haven't had a lot of opportunities to go bushcrafting or survival knife. Like I can't go out. Haven't been going out in the woods too often recently, so it doesn't really have a place in it right now. And I'm trying to minimize as much as I own without having to have too much. But it's a really nice knife, and he's really well known for what he does. And this is the Jacob Creates Chick-A. I got this one in Salt Lake at the Blade Show. It was I think this was hand ground. He did all the work on it by himself. It's Magna Cut. The Honey Badger was CPM 3B, and yeah, it's just a great everyday carry. I just put this in if I'm going to work and I have to cut open boxes. I just slide that in and use it for anything. But yeah, Jacob's making some cool stuff. So is Peter Kohler with the Dark Timber. Everyone knows Peter Kohler. Next is I've been abusing this, what is it, Bark River Bravo EDC. It's a great knife. I just, I got it in black canvas micarta. I've been trying to, I want to branch out from that. That was like when I just started with, but I've always wanted to go to something more, a little bit fancier. But yeah, I'd probably be trading this soon enough. But I did make the sheath on it. It was when I was first working with leather. But yeah, it was my attempt on their style sheet that they make. I don't know exactly the names. I'm a little bit nervous trying to remember it all, but it's all right. This was a gift from my friend from Illinois. I used to live in Illinois for a period. I've been abusing it. I need to take better care of it, but I've been using it in the kitchen, trying to get a little bit of patina on it, and I just clean it off and then oil it lightly just so it gets a little bit more character on it. It's by Kaiser, I'm pretty sure, and it's called the Cabo. So yeah, this is D2 also. It's the same. It's a D2 as the SOG in there. That's not Cryo D2. This one I'm trying to sell currently, but it's the Fox River EXT1. Just a great knife. It's got the gunny handle, the Brook River gunny handle. It's in CPM it's an S45 VN. But yeah, it's a great knife. It's just not necessarily my thing. This is, I'm trying to remember the guy's knife. I'll put it in the description of the video, but it's a great Frontiers knife, and the knife maker that I saw, he's really great. And I saw he has his own YouTube channel. I gotta remember to put that in, but yeah, he makes a lot of handmade. You can see the scale and hammering marks there are still black and right there, and he made a nice. Yeah, it's got a lot of nice weight to it. It's good for, I guess, cutting food, or be a good camp knife. I gotta go camping more often. Yeah, it's a nice sheath, double stitched. Back's nice. The guy carved his name in the back of whoever created it. It's S. Hawley. But yeah, made it on 2/22, or at least that was the month and the date. And then these are ones that I'm probably not gonna let go, but I have to find a better position for like in my collection, whether like they'll either be going or staying, but I probably won't let them go. But I made the sheath on this one. It's the Bark River, what's this one called? Little Creek. And it's I got to take better care of these knives, but it's the Little Creek, and it's been through hell. And yeah, I made that for it. It's a little pocket sheath. It's got a little elephant right there. I try to make it look rough on the black side, and just a little custom thing I was working on. And this is a nice knife by James Emmons. Emmons Knives from Ontario, Canada. He makes some gorgeous blades. I think this is, from what I understand, he made it for a charity out of where my father was born. My mother lives, and I met my wife, so I kind of got it for that reason. And my family used to run a lumber mill, so I got this because it has wood from the river from where my family's from. So this is a really cool knife, and very, very well balanced. Super light, hidden tang. Obviously, I got this, gotta have it. The Bark River 1. I'm gonna get it rehandled. I want to get it rehandled in like a carbon fiber fleck with like a maybe turquoise spacer in there. But yeah, it's a great knife. I feel like, everyone should try it at least once. And really thick, I love it. It just feels great. And I have medium-sized hands, and it just works. It's a great knife. This is probably the most meaningful knife I own. It's a Buck Pathfinder. I think it's 105. But this is my father's knife before he passed, and I've always looked up to him, and I wanted this knife off of his hip. And yeah, finally have it. I got to make a sheath for it, and yeah, make it more meaningful that way. But this is one knife that I could never, ever let go. And I'm starting to enter the knives where I could never let go of them. I'll probably pass them on to my children. I made the sheath on this. I tried to make it look a bushcrafter sheath. It ended up kind of looking like a book, but yeah, it's kind of bent. It was in like a bin somewhere. But this is one of my favorite knives. The Gunny Scandi with a custom scale. Just black canvas with a mosaic, and the mosaics even have like a blue part of them in there, and it's got blue, probably G10, I'm guessing. Yeah, this was a wedding present for my wife, and yeah, it's a great all-around knife. Just perfect for, doing any type of task outdoors is great for me. But yeah, that one's super sentimental. I could never let that go. Let's see if I can get this in here without making a fool of myself. All right, we'll just put that off the camera. This is by Josh Schroeder from Blue Jay Blade Works. He's an amazing knife maker. He's a great guy. He's making awesome stuff out of that whole Michigan crew. If you guys know, out of like Michigan, there's a whole bunch of knife makers that started in that area, and he's making big waves in that area. He's one of my favorite new knife makers. I think he's my favorite, along with I really like Wayne Walker out of that area, and I'm really looking more into Night Watch knives. But this is awesome. It's just light. It's got the taper tang. It's got canvas liners. I think it's either Westinghouse or natural, but that Coke bottle shape. It's got an awesome fuller in there, a nice mirror polish. I think it's CPM 154. Just an amazing knife. Like blue fleck with blue and silver fleck on carbon fiber shred. Yeah, this is like a heirloom knife. You can't get that out, to definitely pass that on. But it's so light, super balanced. This sheath is amazing. I mean, his name's the Blue Jay Blade Works. I think there's Blue Jay bird prints on there, if you can see it. But it's an awesome knife. I have a little bit of wax I spilled on there, but again, this is an heirloom piece. And then he made the bead too. I think it's Fordite with a glow middle spacer, and then part of that scale of that blue carbon fiber shred. This is another by Josh. I made the sheath. Every single part of the sheath was done by me. The braid is my wife, and then he made the knife and the bead on it. And yeah, this is one of his first 100 knives. It's the, what's it? The Blue Jay Blade Works Fighter, J Fighter. It's got copper core scales by J Hughes out of, I think, Virginia. Maybe not. I think it's out of West Virginia or Virginia. And it's an amazing knife. It's got a hamon on it. It's a little bit dirty, but I got to just clean it off. It's in W2. Got a hamon, and it's got kind of like an upswept back. Got a harpoon, just like the other Blue Jay from him. Yeah, this is one of his first 100 knives that he made, and you can tell just in the first 100, that's how fast he's advancing. And yeah, it's super well balanced, super light for how much metal there is here, and the finishing is crazy. Like, his finishing on his knives is next level. You won't find that anywhere else. I mean, it's hard to find. I mean, you can find it, but it's gonna be hard to find. And yeah, I made the sheath on it. It's got like five stitches going down, and then I just tried to put my own personal touch on it. Yeah, that's one I couldn't get rid of. And then my last one I couldn't get rid of is the DBK Bushcrafter. I haven't really used it yet. I've been trying to get out into camping, but I've only used it about maybe 4 or 5 times going out in the field. But yeah, this is a great knife. It's kind of inspired from like Falkneven and the Bark River Bravo 1, along with the Gunny Scandi. It's an L-Max, and it's one of their first 300 models. So yeah, it's probably one of the best all-around knives I've ever seen. Just thick, and it's light for how much metal there is, and brass finishings, and you can't really go wrong with this. It's absolutely, I think Cedric and Ada, the YouTube guy, said it the best. It's one of the best designs I've seen. Like, you can't really go wrong with it. So yeah, that's definitely one of my top 5 I can never get rid of. Or what is there? Yeah, 5 right there. And there's these 2 that I'm trying to make sure I don't get rid of, and there's the other ones that I'm not really, like, I could lose them, but it wouldn't be a big deal. The folding knives, if there's a few from my father-in-law, I couldn't get rid of either. But this one's kind of cool. It's a Open L number 8 from 1998 when they won the World Cup. It's in the box, so it's just kind of cool. That's like, you know, it's still in there, sealed and everything. But yeah, I've always wanted to do one of these videos. I made a sheath for one of the other folders I have, and then another pocket sheath. It's got another knife in there, but it's the same as the other ones I have over there. And yeah, I just wanted to make one of these videos. I thought it'd be cool to talk about it. Just any comments people have, any questions or comments, would be fun to talk about it in general, and talk about what you guys like and what knives you guys couldn't let go. So you guys have a good day.